Hey everyone, down here from inside of Ultimate Driving. It has been over a week since I'm not left off without internet connection because in about for this try to do this as anyways because we're the last video. I'm probably tired to get all the way for the Delaware Route 5, but unfortunately it won't be open anymore until further notice. And we're today's video for which means, should I drive a semi-truck and haul in a cargo while I'm in a bad performance of my computer? And which means I will be giving ourselves a go. But look at my performance, it is bad as hell, as I never looked to do this as well. As you can see, the gas station is back, including the shop. The dealership has becoming a little bit futurized as the server continues for its new. Unfortunately, it won't be able to last for so long. And there is the Westover Customs on to your right. And where today's video, let's go for trucking. As you can see, there must be exactly for the job progress as well. So as you can see right over here for the citizen, I got 23%, 0.9% about trucking, 8.2% about for a suspects, 7% of police patrol, and 0% for a firefightings as well, 0.7% of transportations for a human rights or the people, 0% of for the DOT worker, and 33.9%, almost 34% for around for male of van as well. So let's go for trucking as well, as I'm on rank 47. So let's go get ourselves a semi-truck like a Peterbilt, nothing except for many more as well. So let's get on to that truck. And as you can see here, we're on Newport of Kensington as well. We right over here for just running all over here. So let's gonna be trying to find something cheap. If this is actually for some sort of Kenworth or Peterbilt, I actually try to reveal itself to do this. So it's time to find a new job. So let's just try to find somewhere cheap, as we're headed all the way to Airstrip, which is a little bit of less cost, under $5,000, or unless this isn't going to get for many much all of to do this as well. So we're using to get all over to the screws, and is using for our next opponent like these things as well. We're not going to be going to use for screws. We're going to be going for a Kensington Bullseye or the Arrival Storage. Wait, this isn't going to be going for around for... Let's find something cheap of a little bit for less duration for around for screws. Let's select here, as we're going to be trying to deliver anything what is going on. So we're going to get our trailer. If you try to end the job this way, and I'm going to be using for manual and getting for higher things as well, as we're getting all the way ourselves in the morning. And now we'll be load onto this trailer. It must be such as black trailer. We're absolutely trying to attach the trailer as immediately as well. And I'm certainly that I'm gonna be waiting for a little bit much time. And once I have completely turned off the engine, and I'm never gonna be very sure it will be gonna be trying to appears, it won't be gonna be completely attached at all. The stats isn't gonna be trying to save, but I'm recently that we're gonna be trying to attempt some more. So I cannot believe it. This is how fair impossible to do this as well. So if we're gonna be doing this for a little bit properly as well, maybe we just try to turn on the engine. So, attach the trailer so fast. It's not gonna be pretty appropriate as well. Ooh, no. It took for so long, for over 60 minutes as well. It keeps my engine off as well. It's not working. Because that sense, this is not pretty good. I should be able to stay here for now. And if further attempts, the trailer has been completely attached. And after the trailer has been completely gone removed. But we're refusing to end the job as well, as the morning has shines all the way off. So let's be hurry for now as well. There, the loading zone number 3 should be gonna be this way. And I might gonna be making for just a little bit for a perfect spot. So it has been loaded quickly as we try to get for a little bit to stay out of the light these things as well. Unless we just started to get a little bit out of control with that trailer. And then we probably try to do this. Terminal Ferry. So we're gonna be trying to get a little bit for very back as well. And also, in the last attempt that we tried around for is loading zone number 3. And now we're on to the loading zone number 2. Oops, this is not going to be very possible as well. And should I not going to be trying to do this perfectly, I will make to do this an expert as well. Because we wanted to try to make things very hard to do this as well. And especially, this is not going to be going for making so much greater as well. The trailer gets damaged, but I sense that I just did for something like the bad players as well. We'll finally load the cargo as fast as well. It will be going to be tried to deliver to the screws to the airspace as well. Or something like it's not going to be going for around here. We got 4,500 miles, or 4,500 feet, that we're ready on it, as we're taking all the way to the South Beach airstrip as really fast as possible. But don't worry, this isn't going to be going for making for much as hell of a no as well. Because since I just run of this game, unfortunately, this video does not support for trucking videos, due to for some sort of a frames per second has got even corrupted. And so we're gonna be cruising to 70 miles an hour as almost actually try to head all over to do this as well, as really fast as possible. We're now gonna be using the manual transmission as we're headed all the way up into the bridge of this thing as well, or some sort of this thing like the Fireball Beach. And so we're on to the Delaware Route 508, or some sort of a Route 508 like this one, as we're gonna be going up ahead to do this as well really fast. That isn't going to be on time. I know the fastest way to get on time is we're gonna be taking the Route 508, unless this is not going to making things very powerful as well, until we reach all the way up into the top as well. Unless the speed of like these frames per second could be 7 frames per second. If you just try to let me know down in the comments below as well, it won't be actually try to do this as well or being fixed. This computer is unable to fix on time, that unfortunately this isn't going to be making things a little bit as well. And slightly that requires to give ourselves a new computer We're driven all the way, as you can see. I might gonna be reaching all the way to 300,000 credits in cash, and I just spent for around for 21 miles driven. And looks like we're on to the beach as well. The South Beach as well, so I'm not sure. This isn't gonna be going for around for here as well. So, as you can see on this map, we had to climb onto that bridge, and finally, we're headed towards for the Jake break. So, we're using for some sort of a Jake break as well. So, we try to get all the way for 80 miles an hour. This is not going to be pretty safe to do this as well. As we drive all the way down here, as we in for our last attempt, this is where our accident happened. From over here, that night, we're headed already for 80 miles an hour. We're slightly avoiding to lose our bonus, but looks like we got lasted for a little bit of a few miles, because I never felt that we're probably seeing for just like the fence, like never appeared for this one moment. But looks like the performance has gotten being so low and terribly gone bad wrong. So there must be some sort of the outer shore highway, and that could be the end of for the routes 508. Return to automatic transmission. At last, we'll finally take to merge on the turn without any proper damage, or without damage as well. Oh dear, I can see a speed street racer or some sort of a suspect over here. Oh god, we went slightly go wrong as well. We don't try to make things a little bit damage over here, as I cannot believe it. We finally made it onto its way to safe ways to do this. Finally, am I gonna be on time to do this as well, without wasting our fuel of the truck. I have never since that we went it for around for 2 miles, since I'm on rank 47, and I gotta be slam on the brakes and make it all the way into the airport on time. At least this isn't gonna be going for make it up much early. We didn't lose some bonus as well, as we came up all the way down here to finish up for this job done. At least we're starting to get a little bit late as well, before the sun goes down as really fast as hell, and I'm not gonna be pretty sure that the trailer isn't going to be feel safe. It's still running for safe conditions as well, as we're running a little bit fast, as loads may continue to get along for just completely bad at all. As we made it onto the borders of the airport, as we arrive at our destination to unload the cargo as fast as possible. Because the fact is, this is pretty impossible to hinge the trailer or hooked up the trailer or unhinged the trailer as really tried. So I recently gonna be trying to slow the truck down and the lever screws as we finally arrive to do this as well. So as you can see, the back of the trailer, we're finally making things for unload the cargo as we see the results. So the paycheck is going to be at for really to do this as well. It's gonna be for literally to hit all over to $7,000 as well. Paycheck is actually gonna be reaching all the way for this time as well. And the high value and manual loading bonus has finally reached to come as well to do this. Finally, I'm at 7,000 as well, but unfortunately 6,520 credits, and I got for experience 3,260 experience and 15 skill points, or even 14 skill points as well. So we might aim for just job as well, so I cannot able to be completed for just as well. So that is recently the end of this video, and you didn't actually enjoy for this trucking video. Unfortunately, this isn't a trucking video due to the game's footage was pretty bad, including for my computer's performance as well. Thanks for watching for due to something sort of an issue for something like else. And I'll talk to you mini lads all later, or talk to you super truckers all later, over and out as well. So this is Turbo Concept is signing off, and don't forget the game is linked in description down below.